Yo, what's up? Welcome to another chapter of the Roman Chronicles. You might be thinking, why am I in bed? But I was basically doing comedy admin on my laptop. This is where I like to do it. And so I just decided to record here. But listen, something that I can't believe I'm on like chapter 20 and I haven't been saying this, but listen, like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. Like, leave comments, like, do all that stuff. Really, I feel like I haven't said any of that because this is just like a little video diary of my journey. But I really do want people to follow the journey. So please like, subscribe, tell a friend, keep these running in the background just so that I get some more views. Leave comments and enjoy this chapter of the Roman Chronicles. Another day, another blessing. Here we are. It's Friday, man. It's Friday. I actually forgot what day it was for a second there. I think that's what kind of happens when when you're not working as structured like Monday to Friday 9 to 5. I think you do forget what day it was or what day it is. That used to happen to me a lot when I was in the fire service, because we would do 2 days, then 2 nights, then 4 days off. So with that schedule, sometimes you forget where you are in the week, But Friday, it's the start of the weekend. It's been a decent week. I haven't vlogged every single day this week, but it's been a decent week. Try and actually remember like what my whole week looked like. Hold on a second. Let's see. So I made a decision on Sunday. It was either like Saturday or Sunday, but I made a decision that I was gonna go through this week being more mindful with my food and also making sure that I hit cardio, mainly just cardio this week. So I took a break from weightlifting this week and I've done 4 cardio sessions. I should go and do one more today, right? But my ankle has been playing up a little bit and I'm just not 100% sure if I want to push it, especially since I'm playing football on Sunday. So that's been my mindset with that. I called up about my car, so my car broke down and I've been trying to work through that. But one of the things that I've done a lot this week is really just try to get on top of my comedy admin. And I've been reaching out to agents, reaching out to clubs, trying to get more spots, trying to get more paid spots. And I've had a bit of success with that. Got some gigs lined up. In fact, from tomorrow, I'm doing a bit of hosting. That's for the bingo though. And then from next week, I've got a couple of paid spots in for comedy. And that's that's good. I mean, it's just really a case of like trying to maintain stage time and continuing to write and continuing to find places to workshop stuff. Last night I was supposed to do a gig, and summertime's always hard. Summertime's hard to get crowds in. It's not always easy to sell tickets during the summer. People want to be out. They don't really want to be in a dark room watching comedy. But unfortunately, we didn't have any audience. So the gig got cancelled, which was quite disappointing because my girl had gone through quite a tough time at work yesterday. And, I feel like I did say to her, like, yo, I can cancel the gig if you feel like you need some support right now. And she was like she's great, man. She was like, no, go do the gig, like, go ahead, it's absolutely fine. So obviously I went and did it, but then no gig happened. And it is a chance that you take, like, those things do happen. But it's just a little bit unfortunate because, I don't know, for me personally, like, if I'm running a night, and let's say I knew, so like for example, on my night that I run monthly, we had 11 tickets sold, and then I think it went up to 13. And even at 13, I was still contemplating contacting the comedians and saying like, hey, just so you all know, numbers are a little bit low. But I didn't contact them because number one, I was like, well, we've sold some tickets, but number two, I really backed myself in the sense of I can go out on the streets of Clapham and just do some flyering and try and get customers in to watch comedy. And we were able to get a full room, right? Like that, really lucky in the sense of the area where we were. We're in a very, very populated area. Got the common right there. It's easy to go and talk to people to try and get them in, so it's fine. But even at 13 tickets sold, I still felt a little bit like I might let the comedians know. If I was on 0 tickets sold, I would be contacting those comedians and saying, listen, we haven't sold 1 ticket. Chances are this night might be cancelled. Do you still want to turn up? That's the kind of thing I would do. Because in my mind, I'm like, of course we love comedy, we need stage time, like, of course, right? But equally, we all have lives. We all have things that are going on in our lives. And if a gig's cancelled, we might be able to pick up a gig somewhere else, or alternatively, we might be able to do something else with our evening. So for me, that's just my mentality, you know, but yeah, you just roll with the punches in this game. You know, sometimes it's great and the rooms are full. Sometimes they're not. Like I say, you just got to roll with the punches. So, didn't end up gigging last night. However, in a bid to reframe things, I did come up with 1 or 2 new ideas. And whenever I know I've got a gig and a gig where I can try out some new material, I think that encourages me to write. Now, I know that I need to write anyway. Like, writing should just be something that I do. But knowing that I'm going to be getting on stage and I have the opportunity to say the thing, to see if it works, that definitely encourages me to write. So, with that being said, even though the gig was cancelled, I still wrote a couple of new bits and got a couple of ideas. And so there you go. Make a positive from a negative, you know, which is sometimes easier to do than other times, but nevertheless. So, yeah, it's a busy weekend coming up. I got 2 hosting gigs on Saturday, and Sunday I'll play some football and see what else comes, man. But yeah, I'm really trying to organize my life at the moment, really trying to make sure I've booked more gigs in, especially comedy gigs, because you know, that's the main thing, and I want the main thing to be the main thing. Okay, I've decided I'm still gonna go. I made a promise to myself, 5 cardio sessions this week, plus football. And today is the very last session. The interesting thing is, when you get to the last hurdle, often that's the most difficult hurdle. I made another promise to myself this week, which was to not drink any alcohol between Monday and Friday, and I failed in that promise. I drank a few glasses of wine on Tuesday, and last night I had a couple of alcoholic beverages, like rum and soda water last night. So, you know, the idea of building confidence with yourself is like, you make a promise to yourself, you keep the promise, and that builds confidence. And then you believe in yourself for the next thing. And then you believe that the next time you'll be able to build more confidence. Once you set a target for yourself, or you set a parameter for yourself. And I could say that I dropped the ball with that a little bit this week, with some things that I promised myself, some of my weekly intentions. But this is one I can still keep. There's no reason why I can't make this happen. Yep, there's a little twinge in my ankle. I can feel it. I've been working my legs every single day this week, walking a lot and doing the hour of cardio. But can I push through? Yeah, I can push through. And sometimes it's important in life to push through. Obviously, you've got to be really mindful of your body. You've got to be mindful of how much effort you can give to something. before tipping yourself over the edge, but it's very important sometimes to just dig deep and push on. And that's what I'm about to do. So protein shake, walk to the gym, get my hour of cardio in, and then that's my 5 for the week. And yeah, I know I'll feel good about myself once it's done. So let's do it. That is time. That is time. All right, 20 minutes on the treadmill now, and then that's it. Yes, people, session is complete. That's the 5th session of the week, all done and dusted. And honestly, I'm knackered. I can feel it, boy. That took quite a bit out of me. I thought I'd treat myself on the way back home to a veggie patty and a dumpling. Is there any establishment that you could walk into and feel less welcome than a Caribbean takeaway? Like, the Caribbean restaurant is genuinely the one place that you can walk into and feel like you don't even exist. It's like you're invisible. I literally timed it to see how long it would take before I was acknowledged. I'm not even talking about like taking my order. I'm just talking about eye contact, just acknowledgement. It was about 1 minute and 20 seconds. It's just madness. Yeah, can I just grab, do you have any veggie patties? They know I want my veggie patty and they know I want the dumpling. So of course I'm gonna stay. But honestly, I don't even know if it was worth it. Anyway, gonna get back home now. I think I'm feeling some scrambled eggs. I'm gonna have that and then chill for a bit.